This is the 2020 Kia Optima FE. As stated in the other videos, I rented this car in Houston, drove it one way to Atlanta, Georgia. A little over 812 miles. And I made it here and everything. I got a pretty good time to get a full experience of the car, so I can share you my final thoughts on the car. So this is the FE model. The FE model used to be the LX model in Kia's lineup a while back, a couple of years back. This is basically the basic model. You can tell this model by the wheels. These are really small tires for 2020. It's a 205/65 R16. So this is riding on 16. The car is very decently roomy inside. It's got a cloth interior. Both of the front seats are manually operated or adjustable. That's a height. You got the reclining function there, and then you do have a power lumbar support, which is really helpful because I really thought it didn't have any type of lumbar support for that almost 11-hour drive. These windows in the front are just automatic down for the driver. The other windows are just nothing. So I wanted to share my experience as far as gas mileage and everything. So gas mileage, I averaged 31 miles to the gallon. This was just, I took the engine cover off so I can take a little video of the engine. So it's a 2.4 direct injected 4-cylinder engine, GDI, gasoline direct injected. This one does have about 176 or 177 horsepower. I'm pretty sure that's the number. If not, I am gonna write it in the comment section below. The engine did decent. I mean, I'm actually pretty impressed with the pep of the engine. You floor it and it goes. It does make normal amounts of noise for the 4-cylinder engine, so that's pretty good. I like the way it rides. Transmission is a 6-speed automatic. It's a little bit. A lot of the cars are running on 8-speed transmission, but it's not a bad shifting transmission at all. Sorry, 1 second, guys. I can't think. There you go. So I do notice the car is very solid. Very solid indeed. The doors close with a satisfying thunk. This one does have the safety features, the lane assist and the blind spot monitoring system. I spent a couple of days with the car and spent 11 hours on the road. I did not seem to find the adaptive cruise control button because I don't think it has it. I think the next model up has it for sure. Excuse me, guys. I'm really impressed with the amazing amounts of space. Nice cubby hole. You can put your phone here. You can put a phone there. You can put in a Red Bull right here. You got a couple of cup holders there. The USB is only one. I expected to see 2 or 3. In the 2018 Camry, you got 2 in the back, 1 in the front. That kind of helps out a lot. Steering wheel design is very sporty indeed. Polyurethane steering wheel because it's a basic model. You got your Bluetooth audio, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and everything. So yes, about the mileage of the car, I did receive. This is my total miles of the trip from Houston, Texas to Atlanta, Georgia. So this one's gonna be 816.5 miles. I averaged 31 miles to the gallon, 11 hours and 8 minutes. That's the 8 minutes it's running here for a while. So I cruise 85, 90, 95. Across the triple digits once in a while. car, you know, did really good. I mean, I'm impressed with the ride quality on the car. Now, if you do go above 90 miles an hour, though, the steering, you'll have to give more effort on the steering wheel. It gets kind of light. You just got to make sure everything is pointed in the right direction. But it's a very comfortable ride. The seats are amazing. Very good thigh support, very good back support and everything. All the materials here, when you touch it, very, very, very solid indeed. Well put together automobile. Got all 4 handles on the top, which is good. The rear visibility is pretty decent, though. The rear windshield is decently sized. I mean, it's a sleek body design, so that's kind of expected to be a little bit of a sloping roof line. So it's not bad at all. Got your manual operated seats, everything. So overall, the car is good. I would give it a 9 out of 10 for sure. I docked off a point because a couple of features are not standard for the base model. I'm just comparing to the Camry as far as what it has. That's a base model Camry that I have right there, 2018. It has all the safety sense features and everything, but it does come with the power seat, driver's seat, got the adaptive cruise control, a couple of other things, but I do really like the configuration of this car. It looks really sharp on especially the front. Coming down the left lane pretty quick. Cars in the front, they move out of the way. They think it's a cop car. Or it's very intimidating for sure. You can see the LED lights. It looks very sharp indeed. Kia and Hyundai, they do a really good job in designing cars. So the tires are, that's the one thing about the car, that even this base model Camry, it seems to have a little bit of a bigger tire size, at least 17 inches. 17 inches makes the car look pretty nice. 55 as a side profile, and the Camry still rides pretty good. But this does ride a lot smoother and a lot better, especially because you got a lot of meat right here on the side profiles. That's why it's a 65. You got the 16-inch wheels, and that's why it's going to be very, very quiet. An easy riding car. You know, a lot of impact and road vibration does not seem to come inside the car. Now, one thing I do have to say that I'm kind of disappointed with is due to the fact that the tires are small. So what's happening is when you take a sharp corner, or not necessarily a completely sharp corner, just a decent amount of turn, the car is gonna get a little bit uneasy, and you might want to second think that you might not want to do that at 70, 80, 90 miles an hour. If I take a curve, like a normal ramp curve in the Camry, the car feels really sure-footed, but this one I can feel it gets a little wobbly and uneasy, and that's due to the fact that it's a very narrow width tire. It's only a 205. I'm guessing it's got to be that reason there. And these right here, these are wind deflectors on the bottom. This does a very good job of isolation in the wind. There's no wind noise in the car. Very, very smooth. You get a little bit of a road noise, but that's normal. It's nothing too intrusive. Very nice design car. It's just a couple of things I wish can add a little bit more features inside the car, like power seats, adaptive cruise control, and at least give it a 17-inch wheels with a little bit of a slimmer profile. Makes it look nicer, because the overall body looks very sporty. It's just the wheels look kind of too small. So this concludes my video. You guys have a nice one. Stay safe.